Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Piglet here once again. No, I'm Mickey Mouse here. We are back for the Maxi Toys. And welcome back to more Let's Play of Super Smash Bros. Melee for the Nintendo GameCube. So last time we actually did manage to completely done with classic mode as Captain Falcon. Show me your moves. That's what I like to call it that, as from his taunt works out. But even though, no, unfortunately we haven't showcased for that, unfortunately though. But as far as we could actually get into that in the sometime in the actual video for this Let's Play during sometime in 2017. So today for this episode, we're about to be doing the final character in the lineup, which was Jigglypuff. And to those of you watching Slim Kirby jokes out there, well, here's what the Slim Kirby reference. Yeah, that's the one with, you know, the Slim Kirby that are constantly doing that. Even though that we technically already done that from, I believe Sonic & Knuckles already done that in the original N64 installment as well. But unfortunately though, I don't know about Brawl though. But anyways. So how it works for Jigglypuff, the final character will be showcased in the classic mode before we actually move on to the two focused modes, which are adventure mode, but even then we'll take a break on adventure mode for the time being, but at least we got All-Star coming up after the last two characters in classic mode. She behaves exactly like how it does it in the original game, as usual, as you probably expected on the, since how the original game actually already functions for her. But except the fact that I believe that she has her only moveset, a new moveset. Oh wow, we're actually having a Pokemon battle. Well, usually I would like to call that Mr. Game & Watch, the red one specifically, for Pokemon Red Trainer, so to speak. And then he was gonna hand out the Pokemon Jigglypuff. So Jigglypuff versus Pichu and Pikachu. Which again, this might actually be the reference to the Pikachu and Pichu for as a Pokemon short for Pokemon the Movie 3. So anyway, as well as Ken Pikachu and Pokemon Hero shorts. So anywho. So yeah, she has the exact same moveset as it does it from the original game, but she has her new ability to her lineup, and that was the form of this rolling attack, which can only be performed by just standalone B attack. And I believe her punching attack, which can only be performed with a side B attack instead, because even though in the original game that Jigglypuff's fist attack was actually just B on its own, but now it's been changed up slightly into side B attack, which is more likely to therefore add the only difference. So anyway, so here's her target smash level. This is quite tricky for the most part, because you only have to main focus with this particular technique, as you guys can clearly tell, is the fact that we're gonna have to like constantly be using the side special attack. But even then, unfortunately though, we did manage to fail on that on purpose, but oh well though. But anyways, up B attack for Jigglypuff, she can perform a sing, which temporarily lets the opponent go to sleep. And however though, the down B attack makes her debut return, which makes her rest. However though, I'm assuming that just like in the original game, I might be wrong about that she can actually get ourselves a devastating rest attack, which you'll see why until just a moment. Like, you're gonna have to be, first things first though, you're gonna have to let the opponents get closer to you before you actually perform their devastating blow. So even though that's probably the case. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, if you manage to let your opponents get higher up your percentage, think of the up B attack for Luigi, but even then though, it behaves exactly like how it does it for the up B attack for Luigi. Speaking of Luigi, there's a giant formation of... Was that it? Was that seriously it? Oh god, that was really pathetic right there. What happens was though, so after when the matches started, well, we actually get a team up with, I believe, Pichu and Kirby, the cutie characters, when we actually fight against with Giant Luigi. But all of a sudden, that Giant Luigi decided to go, well, it's cute enough for me. I'm going to exit out. I don't know how he did that. Oh dang. Anyway, that was pretty weird at the same time, because even though that it's pretty noticeable in Mushroom Kingdom 2 that, you know, where I did that in Mario before with Captain Falcon, it's kind of the same thing. Although, except the fact that Mario can do a downward strike, so even then he failed miserably, and as a result, he ended up falling instantly. So anywho. So Jigglypuff, she is usually as usually expected, the second Pokemon playable character in during the Super Smash Bros. Series, and she has a nice little bit of a premise that she has to make a return in this game. But even then though, that's yeah. And a good thing that we're going to be doing the final character for last. We're going to be doing the excellent Team Mario fight. So even then though, yeah. Just like Luigi and Dr. Mario as we saw throughout this Let's Play, that she's actually the unlockable character, and also actually unlock her is very easy and self-explanatory. You're gonna have to basically complete either Classic Mode or Adventure Mode with any character, well, minus Mario. Because if you're using Mario for the first time in Classic Mode, the only method of unlocking characters is definitely Dr. Mario, if you haven't unlocked him yet. Oh, those are bombs! Quick! And these bunch of Marios got exploded, so yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much the easiest character you can only unlock in this particular title, but at least we'll get into the other unlockable methods until we actually get into later on, as we mentioned earlier. So anywho though. So today was actually the 30th of December. As you expected, we only got 2 more days left until 2016 is about to conclude. But even then though, we'll talk more to that as soon as we actually get into the next particular All-Star video. So yeah, hopefully we can actually make our way to the end of the race to the finish, and we got plenty of time. We only got about 51 seconds to do this. Just like this character does sort of like when it comes to the jumping animation, feels kind of similar to Kirby, but even then though, except the fact that she doesn't do a copy abilities, because that's why we said she's, because Jigglypuff she's actually a female Pokemon, which that's probably true. But anyway, that digress though. So, in fact, we haven't gotten to the progression on Pokemon Moon yet, but even then, it's probably due to the fact that we're actually busy playing Kirby Planet Robobots. Which, speaking of Kirby Planet Robobots, oh yeah, there's a Squirtle trophy. We're gonna grab him quickly. Oh god. Get a little bit slowed down there, but anyways, we're gonna actually make our way towards the end. But even then, we haven't done that for a while since I can't remember what character that we haven't get to the end last time. I'm pretty sure Kirby, pretty much. Maybe. But anyways, Metal Link. We're gonna be face off against with. So anywho, so this might be the final. Although this wasn't the final time we're gonna be doing a metal battle, but that honor goes to the adventure mode where we're gonna do like 3 more times. But even then, though, this might actually be the final time we're going to be face-off against with Master Hand and possibly Crazy Hand as well, assuming if we actually gone faster enough. But even then, though, we're doing quite well at this particular Jigglypuff run-through of this classic mode, which is pretty incredible if you ask me. Especially considering of the normal difficulty comes into play. But anyway, though. So as you expected, though, that, you know, that obviously Jigglypuff, her first appearance was obviously in Pokemon First Generation in Red, Blue, and Yellow, as you probably expected for the first appearance of these particular titles. Alright, here we go. Face off against with Master Hand and possibly Crazy Hand for the final time for this particular Let's Play. Yep, surely. No, if you're probably guys are thinking we're actually going to do the event matches, but unfortunately though, we're probably not going to do that, because I'm assuming that it gets a little bit ridiculously challenging and difficult sometimes. But anywho though. So I guess there's not much else to talk through for this news types of stuff. Well, besides the point that recently we managed to complete ourselves the next 3DS game we actually did recently complete. Well, isn't exactly 100% yet, but even then though, we've recently managed to complete the whole entire story mode of Kirby Planet Robobots, which we have, we played it from beginning to end. I actually really enjoy Kirby Planet Robobots so far, even for the greatest Kirby game in 2016. It's a lot better than the likes of last year, which was 2015 installment called Kirby and the Rainbow Paintbrush, because to me, I'm not very comfortable with the gameplay mechanics on Kirby the Rainbow Paintbrush on the Wii U. In fact, that at the moment for the time that the Wii U has gone slowly start to end service at this point in time, especially consist of how the fact that it's gone a little bit rough at the end. But even then, so though, it's still not that bad of a console. Don't get me wrong. But it's just the fact that how unfortunate that we're gonna have to say goodbye to Nintendo Wii U at this point. But even then, we still have the Wii U on it at the moment. But even then, we're still gonna be currently doing some future Let's Plays for the time being on 2017, which will have to be more than doubtful anyway. So anyways, let's go ahead and oh goodness me, why just create a Monster Hand? No, not Crazy Hand, but Monster Hand is gonna kick our butt at the moment. Like so far, we actually lost like 2 stars. The only time it makes it trickier for Jigglypuff though, at least in my opinion anyways, that sometimes if you're actually trying to escape the Master Hand's little tip fingers attack, and then you the one where he actually does a walking animation and stuff, I found that part to be quite tricky to dodge with Jigglypuff, because usually sometimes the only recommendation you can have for dodge this attack most definitely honestly be the just, you know, aerial dodges, but sometimes it can be tricky to perform. But anywho, so that's all I can say about Jigglypuff basically, and I believe that wraps the discussions about the classic mode functions, because it behaves exactly like how it does in the original game. You're gonna have to go through every time when you reach into, you know, different stages, you cut across into 1-on-1, sometimes 2-on-2, and sometimes that you can do 3-on-1 for giant battles, and sometimes you're gonna have to like beat the likes of these 10 duplicates of random characters. But even then though, that some of these matches can go slightly a bit randomized every time when you actually like pick a certain amount of characters and stuff, like usually like this happens. So anywho, and then also that every time when you get into the third stages or what have you, oh yeah, you can't do the instant down B attack onto the Master Hand or Crazy Hand, so you have to be on the, you know, in order to actually make this work, it's the fact you need to go right on with the playable characters department, so not as much as the, well, Master Hand and Crazy Hand. But anywho, that concludes Classic Mode as Jigglypuff. Not that bad of a run actually, quite a lot more optimistic on that, but even then as such though, that as far as fighting Master Hand and Crazy Hand in a row, since we actually beat the likes of those two hands are, then we pretty much guarantee we've done like 10 characters out of 12. Not bad, but sort of comes close towards. But anywho. So yeah, that wraps everything up for Classic Mode. So every time when you actually you know, trying to compete it onto stage 3, you always have to deal with the break the target stages. And other times you have to go through stage 6s, which is grab the trophies, which there are a maximum of 3 trophies as a matter of fact. And then finally, every single 9 stages will have to be raced to the finish. So that's all there is to it. So anywho though. So yeah, this particular theme music has been playing the exact same music theme as it does it for Pikachu, but even then no such though, that those two characters from Pokemon franchise are, you know, first appearance in the first generation of Pokemon, including the other one as well, which we'll get into now in a moment. Oh, that's kind of cute. 4 different types of Jigglypuffs, like the one that she has Hawaii flower on the top, and the one that she has a green ribbon on the top, and also that she actually has herself the blue teacher hat, which is kind of a nice little touch to it, I have to say. So before we end things off though, we're just going to have to do our second attempt for the target test stage. Sometimes I found myself just actually easily fall off with this particular final part. Well, it's not as bad as from this particular sequence because it's much more easier, but the final 4 is easily the toughest part because usually you're going to have to be right on with timing and what have you. And sometimes, yes! Alright, as long as I actually did manage to successfully done it as from the second attempt. Hey, at least we managed to done it. So anyways, we're going to have to end things off here, so join us next time on Let's Play Super Smash Bros. Memories. Then we're going to go back into All-Star mode and select the next character, and that one might be the final video of 2016. Well, slightly a little. But anyway, see you guys next time. Later, fellas.